big thanks to Honorable E.J. Agmayuma, who joined us earlier. Comrade Oriba, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Anthony, thank you for
it's
coming.
A pleasure.
And to all our listeners and viewers, we appreciate you. To the crew behind the scene, making this a huge success, thank you so much. And I'm Sonny Duke, of course. We'll be here again next week, Saturday, God willing, for a fresh installment on the program Politics Today on Independent Television and Radio. Have a great weekend.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
A very pleasant evening to you, and thank you for joining us on the ITV News for tonight. I am Lawrence Osifo. We'll begin by telling you that a 50-year-old clergyman has been arrested by the Edo State Police Command over allegations of sexual assault involving members of his church, some of whom are minors. The command's public relations officer, ASP Ino Ikuidem, confirmed the arrest, saying that the suspect is currently in the custody and has confessed to the crime. Crime correspondent Jolade Ojo has more.
Contrary to his role as a spiritual leader and family confidant, the clergyman allegedly abused the trust reposed in him by sexually exploiting some members of his congregation. According to police investigations, the clergyman is accused of having alleged carnal knowledge of two sisters who were both minors at the time the alleged abuse began. The victims revealed that the abuse started in 2023, although at different times. They alleged that the pastor forced them to swear oath of secrecy, threatening harm if they ever spoke out. They remained silent until one of them summoned the courage to confide in their elder brother, which eventually led to the matter being reported to the authorities.
He's like his instinct was telling him that I would definitely expose him. He now took me to the altar. He made me to swear that I will never ever tell anybody. If not, I will lose my life. In the night, I was feeling some kind of touch in my body. When I woke up and I saw it was him, I started pleading with him and saying that I was a virgin. Even when I tried to shout, he covered my mouth, and that was how he took advantage of me.
However, the pastor denied the allegations, claiming that he merely proposed marriage to the elder sister.
It's not true. What happened was that I made a proposal to one, which she told me she was 21 years. That was how we started the relationship. To the extent that I engaged her.
ASP Eno Ikoedem says the suspect remains in custody and will be arraigned in court, assuring that justice will be served to deter similar crimes.
The suspect is currently in custody and has confessed to this crime. We also have tangible evidence against him, and he will be arraigned in court to serve as deterrent to others. The Edo State Police Command wishes to use this medium to appeal to parents and guardians to remain vigilant at all times.
From Benin, Jola Diojo, ITV News.
Career development through diversity and inclusion took center stage at the 27th matriculation ceremony of Nigeria's premier private university, Igbenedion University, Okada. The ceremony held at the Ivory Towers main auditorium for the 2025-2026 academic session formally admitted over 1,300 new students into the institution. Donald Ehimeyen completes the report.
The main auditorium of Igbenedion University Okada was filled with excitement and academic pride as the institution held its 27th matriculation ceremony for the 2025-2026 academic session. Delivering the matriculation lecture on the topic, Career Enhancement Through Diversity and Inclusive Initiative, a professor of linguistics and secretary general of the Committee of Vice Chancellors of University of Nigerian Universities, Professor Andrew Haruna. Diversity, tolerance, and inclusion as key drivers of personal growth, career success, and national development.
Our educational system has declined compared to the past,
when education was supported by public funds and respected worldwide. Certificates and professors were highly regarded globally, unlike today. We need to reflect on how we reached this situation and identify where things went wrong.
In his address of welcome, the Vice Chancellor of Igbenedion University Okada, Professor Lawrence Isimoyen, congratulated the first students on their admission and assured them of a learning environment built on academic excellence, discipline, and innovation.
As you embark on this journey, I urge you to embrace this unique dual advantage. Immerse yourself in the national unity and variety within our campus, and leverage the global pathways that we provide.
The Chancellor and visitor to the university, Sir Chief Dr. Gabriel Sawari Igbenedion, represented by the Deputy Chancellor and former Governor of Edo State, Chief Dr. Lucky Nosaka Igbenedion, urged the new intakes to be focused and uphold the values of integrity and excellence for which the university is known.
I wish to especially acknowledge and congratulate our dear parents and guardians who have entrusted us with their words for us to oversee. I want to assure you this is not being taken for granted. We shall do our best to ensure that they come out at better character.
Some of the matriculants described the occasion as a memorable milestone and pledged commitment to their academic pursuits.
I feel good, I feel happy, feel pleased. Like it's my dream school, everything, and my dream course.
I feel very happy because I'm now a student of Igbenedion University.
Highlights of the ceremony included the symbolic signing of the matriculation register by representatives of the different colleges, as well as the award of outstanding academic performance bestowed on students of the 2024-25 honor list. From Igbenedion University Okada, Donald Ehiminyen, ITV News.
In Rivers State, where an Oyigbo High Court sitting in Rivers State in Port Harcourt has adjourned indefinitely that the suit filed by Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his deputy Professor Ngozi Odu, challenging the impeachment processes initiated against them by the Rivers State House of Assembly. Justice Florence Fibereshima of the Oyigbo High Court took the decision after being informed that 2 separate appeals have been entered in respect of the matter. The adjournment the court held would allow the Court of Appeal to first determine the issues before it. At the resumed hearing, counsel to the Speaker of the House, Martins Amewele, and 27 lawmakers, S.I. Ame, a senior advocate of Nigeria, notified the court that the pending appeal and applied orally for a stay of proceedings. The application was not opposed by counsel to the claimant, Paul Urikuru, a senior advocate of Nigeria, nor by Lawrence Oko Jaja, also a senior advocate of Nigeria, who represent Victor Okujumbo, Oriebiemiga Timothy, and Sukari Goodboy, and other defendants in the suit. Justice Fibereshima consequently adjourned the matter sine die, pending the outcome of the appeal. As part of efforts to preserve an age-long tradition of the military which preserves Nigerians' ethnic and tradition through social interactions, the Military Hospital Benin on Friday had its 2025 West African Social Activities WASA to mark the end of activities for the preceding year 2025. Jolade Ojo, who was there, brings the details.
The Military Hospital 2025 WASA celebration was a colorful event that had in attendance heads of military and paramilitaries, dignitaries including the Deputy Chief of Staff to Edo State Government, Honorable Pius Alile, a former Secretary to the Edo State Government, Pastor Osagie Izeyamu, among other guests. In a welcome address, the Director, Military Hospital Benin, Brigadier General Paulina Aburime, emphasized the importance of the annual socio-cultural event, while noting that the occasion also marked a final WASA at the hospital.
Is an age-long inherited tradition in the military, and it is aimed at preserving Nigerian ethics and tradition through social interaction of personnel, their families, and well-wishers. Events also seek to promote comradeship, and to foster unity among personnel.
The event featured a showcase of cultural dance troupes from Hausa, Igbo, Calabar, Esan, Yoruba, and Edo ethnic groups. Other activities at the event included march past, tug of war contest, presentation of awards to deserving soldiers, the beating of the retreat, and the lighting of a bonfire. Special guest of honor, Major General Charles Amoyege, retired, NDLEA Edo State Commander Michelle Ofoyeju, and other guests in attendance comment on the event.
I want to commend the organizers for what they have done today. As far as I'm concerned, what we are seeing is our socio-cultural evolution and how far we have gone over time.
It has been a very wonderful day too. You can see the joy, you can see the impact of the tug of war, which shows the strength of women.
Quite entertaining, and Wasa is not just an event, but a rich cultural tradition that reflects the discipline, the patriotism, and service which the Nigerian Army represents.
From Benin, Jola Diojo, ITV News.
Despite the public outrage that trailed the removal of petrol subsidy by President Bola Tinubu on assumption of office, a former federal lawmaker and one-time commissioner, Federal Code of Conduct Bureau, Honorable Ehiozuwa Johnson Agbonaima, fondly called EJ, says the decision by President Bola Tinubu was done in good faith. This was the submission of Honorable Agbonaima while appraising the impact of governance and policy initiative during an audience participation program, Politics Today. William Siama has more.
Honorable Johnson Ehiozuwa Agbonaima said Nigeria saved a colossal amount of money following the removal of petrol subsidy. The former federal lawmaker and former commissioner of Federal Code of Conduct Bureau said the proceeds from the removal of petrol subsidy led to an increase in statutory allocations to state governors, whom he said should be held accountable on how the allocations were spent.
Mr. President said, please, all this money that we have saved from fuel subsidy removal, I have given it back to the state governor, the state, so that they can use it to build roads, to make life better. The governor of Edo, Senator Modupe, he's doing what others have not done, spending the money wisely. Those people in various states, ask your governor, what have they done with the money that they have gotten?
On the issue of amnesty and the release of 70 bandits by Katsina State Governor, the guest, Professor Anthony Ijewere, a professor of business administration, and Comrade Roy Oribabo, a political analyst, said the reason why terrorism is thriving is because they are financiers sponsoring terrorists.
Former President Olusegun Obasanjo made it very, very clear. He said Tinubu should go out there and deal with terrorists. That when he was there, you know, the financiers dealt with them, and even the terrorists themselves, they were looking for where to hide, you know, and that he should go out there and deal with them. That's the only way that farmers can go back to their farms.
You are not saying once you not go there and keep any of their relationships, they should not negotiate. You are not doing me any favor. You are not doing anybody a favor. Okay. The Nigerian government must demonstrate that serious capacity.
Listeners on radio and viewers on television contributed to the program through phone calls. Politics Today is aired simultaneously on ITV and radio every Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. From Benin, William Siama, ITV News.
That does it for the news for tonight. I am Lawrence Osifo, thanking you for watching. From everyone here, have a beautiful night rest. Good night.
ITV. Certain.